Leaving is by Hello Yassine. Let's go.
What's poppin', y'all? It looks like YouTube might finally be showing some overdue respect to IShowSpeed because he recently released a trailer for a show that's going to be produced for him. Now, recently, IShowSpeed...
Yeah, but that show has been like... It's been in the works for literally months.
Been going on his 35-day tour around the US. This is off the back of him previously touring several countries, well, not just several countries, several continents. He had done an Australia tour,
That's insane, bro. That's literally insane. Before bro turns 25, he will have been to every single country in the world. Really think about that.
New Zealand, Asia, in multiple countries in Asia, as well as Europe tour and even a South America tour. I don't think he did Mexico yet, and I don't know if he did South Africa either. Did he go to South Africa? I'm not entirely sure. He may have done a date there, but he's done the biggest one yet, which is his home country of the US, 35 days. But unlike the other ones where he had peaked at 1 million viewers before, and I think that was in Indonesia, but it was one of his tour stops. But it was one of his tour stops in one of the countries, and he got over 1 million viewers, which is one of the most impressive feats that we've been able to see by an individual streamer. He decided to dual stream. Now, IShowSpeed was
the new crafted flavors from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to.
Oh my God, who got the ad block? Who got the fucking ad block, bro? Who got the ad block, bro? Who got the ad block, bro? This just genuinely got me mad, bro.
From Twitch for, I would say, at least 1.5 years, if not 2 years. Now, the banning on Twitch, I believe Aiden Ross somewhat allowed him to get banned. The banning on Twitch happened from a clip that came out of what he said on an Aiden Ross stream where he was brought on as a guest. And then it was just an indefinite suspension. This was a couple of years ago. IShowSpeed, he kept doing his thing on YouTube. He was always primarily on YouTube.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Speed came such a long way. You gotta give credit to where credit is due, bro. He really grew up. Because back then, people stay bringing that up, right? But people forget Speed was like 16 when that shit happened, bro. Like, literally, Speed was 16.
And he just used Twitch to be able to be a guest. And this held back Speed. Now, granted, he still
said just buy YouTube Premium. You think I'm rich?
Blew up like crazy. But if he was able to collaborate with people that were on Twitch, it would have done wonders for his streaming career. He's really the biggest streamer to make it out of YouTube. So he started dual streaming, which is something
I'm not gonna lie. Besides Speed, who's like another poppin' YouTube streamer? I can't think of anybody. I'm not gonna lie.
Twitch didn't used to allow. Twitch, if you were a partner, you had to exclusively stream on Twitch. You couldn't stream elsewhere. They got lax on that rule. And when streaming as an industry got more competitive,
bro, Ninja is not a dedicated YouTube streamer, bro.
They had to adapt, which is good. It's great for the content creators.
Butterfly effect, I wonder if Speed would have been where he's at if he had Twitch. I mean, he had Twitch. He was already up. But then he ended up moving to YouTube, and then he just like was on a meteoric rise.
It's competition for YouTube because Speed's home is YouTube. So they're like, yo, we just can't let him keep cooking on Twitch. We got to keep our mans. We got to keep our boy happy. And that's when...
He's not even cooking on Twitch, though. He's just multi-streaming on Twitch. We're at a point right now, bro, where creators understand, right? Y'all don't make us. And when I mean talking about y'all, I'm talking about the platform. Platforms don't make creators. Creators make the platforms. You get what I'm saying? Creators make the platforms. So when you get to a certain point as a creator, why would you just be in one spot? Because if they snipe you, you have nothing. You have nothing. They just took everything away from you. You get what I'm saying? But if you're everywhere, that's just another egg in the basket that you have. And really, when you have a large enough audience, you're giving people the option of where they would like to watch you. Not everyone is gonna, bro, viewers nowadays are so fickle. They're not gonna watch you everywhere. Some people don't care about you enough to where they're gonna follow you over to Twitch. Some people don't care about you enough to where they're gonna subscribe on your YouTube. Some people will probably watch you on TikTok. Some people will watch you on YouTube. Some people will wanna come over to the Twitch. So you're giving people that option of where to be at. You know what I mean? They own you if you stick to one place. Exactly, bro. Creators are the money makers. Exactly.
this show came out, the trailer for it. So I'm going to play you guys the trailer right now, and we're going to get into it. And also somebody else who has a lot of experience in the industry and streaming has to say about it.
You know what's crazy, though? This is what I see bro doing in the future. You're going to eventually see people like Speed and Kai. You think they're going to be streaming forever? No, they're going to graduate out of this shit, and they're going to get into like fully fledged, like obviously they're doing full-fledged productions now, but they're going to be having shows, being a part of movies and commercials, and these guys are going to transcend what it means. They're just going to be full-blown entertainers. You feel me? On some Mr. Beast shit. Yeah, they're businesses.
I think I'm live now. What's good with y'all boys?
Darren! You remember when his girlfriend said that? Darren! Damn, he really did it all. You know what's crazy, bro? I went and seen Speed yesterday, right? And he like packed out the mall. Dude, the way that people were acting when they were around Speed or like had the opportunity to meet him was crazy. He is a legitimate celebrity. I didn't get to meet him because people were so crazy, bro. They were pushing. Bro, people were bringing their babies. Their babies were getting pushed. Like, you couldn't get around him. You can't just walk up to him. No, he's got security around him. Absolutely not.
It took me to get here.
Crazy.
Oh, damn.
You got
He
it.
really was a part of WrestleMania.
Kidding.
Go.
Honey, drop.
Great job, Speed. Wow.
You're trying to get skills that take years to get.
We're playing one of the best players ever. Think about it. You just picked off Tom Brady.
You gotta run under 4.4.
Pure athlete. Call him Speed for a reason. You gotta swallow it.
And you expect me to learn that?
Bro, he linked with the professional glizzy gobbler. Why did he link with him?
Yeah.
Wait, are those food comps actually like labeled as sports?
What's that?
What?
I did it.
Oh, hell no.
Welcome to Visible.
Get the fuck!
The ultimate
Oh my
wireless
God,
hack.
Bro, who got the plug on the ad block, bro?
What the hell we about to do today?
Wait, Mop, you got the plug on the ad block? Send it to me.
You've been talking a lot of. You think I'm scared? Five.
Know what I mean, brother? Oh, you.
Come on, KD. I'm in your head.
Welcome to the final challenge.
Up! Whoa!
What can I do about that?
All right, buddy.
He ain't ready.
This is Speed Goes Pro.
Bro just played the whole trailer in his YouTube video. Oh my God. Bet.
Oh. No, wait.
Hold on. Let me get this shit situated. Good looks on that. Good looks. Ooh. Ooh, it's like adding an infinity stone. I am inevitable. That shit felt good, boy. That shit felt good to add that on my shit. Better not be no ads.
Wait, you talking about? I farted.
What?
So off rip, this is very, very entertaining, and I think it's a very, very cool concept.
Damn.
It all has to do with athleticism. Speed has been considered, and there's a storyline of him just being faster than everybody. It's in the name. IShowSpeed. He's trying to race everybody.
That's not a storyline. He just dead ass faster than everybody.
He's called out several times, like Olympic athletes. There are times when he's lost race.
Bro, I can't wait for him to race Noah Lyles again. That shit is gonna go crazy. And then Tyreek Hill was ducking him for a minute. Shit crazy.
And this is the opposite of what we had with Jake Paul. With Jake Paul, it was, oh, this guy's a boxer. When is he going to fight a real boxer? When is he going to fight a real boxer?
He's a fraud. He's a fraud, bro. He fights 40-year-old, 50-year-old, 60-year-old retired UFC fighters and boxers, bro, who got one foot in the grave. Now he's boxing Tank Davis, and he's double his size. And during the press conference, they're like, yeah, we sanctioned the fight for 195 pounds. And Tank is looking around like, that's not what we agreed to. We agreed to 190. You notice he never fights somebody who's actually on his physical par. He's never gonna box somebody that's his height, his weight, his size. It always has to be something, bro, because this shit is a clown show. That's why people don't take him serious.
Boxer. And then the minute
Bro,
that
I'm not his weight.
he fought a real boxer, he lost. And it wasn't even close. There wasn't even a comparison. And he was still able to sustain the hype. But everybody knows that Jake Paul lost. Like, the idea and the mystique around Jake Paul of being a boxer, it's gone. Now it's just entertainment value of him being able to get in the ring with someone else that's a very big name. In the most recent case, it's Gervonta Davis, who is one of the best boxers of all time, but he's 80 pounds and 8 inches shorter, 80 pounds less and 8 inches shorter than Jake Paul. So
that shit is outrageous, bro. How much money you think they gave him? They had to give him like, what, 50, 60 M's? Gotta be.
Seeing freak fights. It's entertainment at this point.
One of the greatest YouTubers to go pro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
With Speed, even though he's lost races, people don't really remember any of the races lost. They just remember him beating everybody or people.
He's not leading with that.
Being scared to race him. And he's called out certain track athletes. He's called out other people. And, the guy hits backflips. So it's his brand. And for him to collaborate, especially keep in mind, the guy loves football, soccer in America. So for him to do sport and to do it in collaboration with the best athletes, like you got gold medalists like Sonny Lee in here, and you've got him doing things that he wouldn't usually be comfortable. Like, we don't see Speed hoop like that. We've seen him play. I think he played at.
He'll play ball a little bit. He'll play ball here and there. That's not his go-to sport, but he's definitely done that in the past.
The Sidemen match, the charity game, which is one of the biggest events of the year. Yeah. We've seen him, and we've seen people like Logan Paul transition into something like wrestling.
WWE, that shit is tough.
WWE, with the entertainment value, the personality, and him really.
It's crazy because they're actually giving him his flowers.
Being able to hit those stunts. I mean, his brother Jake Paul says he's going to be one of the best wrestlers of all time. I don't know because I haven't followed wrestling for a very long time, since maybe at least 15 years, maybe even 20 years. Actually, no. I was younger than that. So at least 15 years. So I don't know how good he is now, although people do seem to give him his props. Logan, that is, both in IShowSpeed. I think that's an example of somebody that can do something athletic that is also tied to entertainment. And racing has just been that as of yet. But Agent, who is one of the co-founders of AMP, where you've got biggest content creation group.
My guy, that's the GOAT right there.
Especially independent one that came up on their own, didn't piggyback off of or come off of a legacy like FaZe. Not knocking FaZe, but we're just giving credit where credit is due to AMP here. He had this to say about the trailer.
You ready?
Motherfucker, your shit didn't work.
This is Speed Goes Pro.
And it's presented by Yo, I'll be honest, premieres. Wow, it is a show. I'll be honest, YouTube, hold on now. That's a bag.
That's a crazy bag. That's an insane bag. How many subs Speed got? 45 million?
I know, like YouTube know how to treat gang.
Duh.
YouTube know how to treat bro. Nah, that's smart. They saw this co-streaming and they're like, nope. Nope.
Nah, it's one thing for a stream, but a fully fledged show, hell no. Hell no. That's their bro, I don't even think you could do a full show like that on Twitch, could you? Because you could create Speed Does America has the vibe of a show, but it's different.
Yo.
Right, bring the viewership here.
That's a good series idea too. Like, if anybody was gonna do some this, it's gonna be Speed. And this is all we want to see him do. That's fire. Good for Speed, man. Hopefully the exclusively. Yeah, I know. They're not gonna. I'm assuming they funded the whole they paid for everything. So they're not gonna pay for everything and be like, yeah, bro, you could put that everywhere.
This was, of course, filmed before Speed decided to multi-stream, but it is keeping him on the platform, and it's exclusively made for the platform. Now, they contracted out a production company, OBB in this case, that handled all of the filming and things like that. But there was a show that was similar to this years ago.
Oh my god. Yo, do you remember this?
Oh, if
when
you
they would
guys
bring the athletes to do crazy shit. Oh my god.
remember the,
Yes.
it was a short show. You can find the episodes on YouTube called The Tim Ferriss Experiment. And he would just work with professionals in certain fields to get really, really good at things. Now, it wasn't all
Oh, no, I didn't see this. I'm mistaking it with another one.
athleticism. One of them was one of the episodes that was really interesting. There was a surf one that was more athletic, but there was also one where he had to learn Tagalog, which is the Filipino language, and he had to conduct an interview, a 5-minute interview, within less than a week. So he had to learn that language and be able to be on television doing an interview in that.
No,
and
that's OD.
And that was the premise of the show. But with YouTube, I think this is great because the last time YouTube did something like this, it was actively, at least, it was a decade ago. And then PewDiePie's situation happened with Maker Studios, and he was supposed to have a show, and they decided to pull everything, and that became the adpocalypse. But people like Liza Koshy and other very, very, very big YouTubers of that time were getting their own shows with YouTube. But I think the game changed.
Wait, she had a show?
Like, they were producing them, and I think YouTube was just taking an L on these things at that time because it wasn't a new viewer base that was going to watch this stuff. It was the fans of those YouTubers that were going to watch it on YouTube.
But that's the point. That's the point. If you're a massive enough name, it's not going to be a bunch of new people watching. It's going to be that same audience and maybe a few people that, get recommended to watch it. But here's the thing, like that whole show that Speed is going to be dropping, it's going to be on his main channel. That means 45 million people are going to get notified of that episode dropping. And it's probably going to have millions of views. So what do you mean a whole bunch of new people watching it? It's not going to be a bunch of new people.
YouTube.
Like, I already know when it comes out though, trending page, homepage, they're going to promote the fuck out of it though.
Which they were going to watch anyway because their favorite creators on YouTube. Content creation as a whole has matured.
That's really crazy, bro. It's like when you get so big to a point, right? You get so big that it gets to a point where YouTube starts promoting you. They have no choice but to put you on the front page. You start signing deals, and it's like, that shit is like, if you're a small creator, you really get the short end of the stick because YouTube will never promote a super small creator and just throw them on the homepage like that. Never. It's like once you get big, it's like life just goes on easy mode. I can't even lie.
A lot since then because there's clipping culture, number one. So everybody's clipping it. So there are people that see Speed on Facebook, people that see Speed on TikTok exclusively. That's the only place they see him.
I mean, because that new faces means new stars. That's the whole appeal of social media, is that anybody could be a star. If you create a page and you start posting content, you could be the next IShowSpeed, which attracts more people to social media. They push new pages out a little bit more than older pages because they want new stars. That's literally the point.
They don't even watch the stream. They don't even know where he streams if they had to know. Although YouTube is more accessible than Twitch to a broader range of audience. And by range, I mean range of age. So you've got those as an example. YouTube TV is also a very big thing now. A lot of people watch on TV. That was not a thing. YouTube TV as a product also wasn't really a thing.
Does he just say you want free promo? Hell yes. What the fuck? Yes. What?
Years ago when they were producing these shows for these people. And Speed is arguably one of the most recognizable faces on earth right now for a younger audience. You could even say an older audience, but with what he's done in each country, it's the most viral thing when he's there. And he's gone to a lot of countries, and he probably plans to go to more countries. So them putting him as the face works wonders.
He plans to go to every country.
The way Agent kind of frames it is he's kind of taking a little bit of an elbow, a fun elbow at Twitch of like, damn, yo, YouTube really treat people good, man.
You think Twitch has money to compete with YouTube? YouTube is shitting on Twitch. They have more money. They have more people watching. They have more influence. They've been around longer. YouTube is literally so goated. YouTube actually makes money. Twitch doesn't make money. That's the difference.
And I don't know, who else is YouTube doing something like this with that we know, right? There are probably people in other languages that we have no idea that maybe YouTube's done something with them. But I think Agent is just like, yo, Twitch, y'all got to tap in a little bit more. Although,
what the fuck? What the fuck, bro?
Twitch does show a lot of love, and I think Kai Cenat is an example.
I mean, duh, they show him love because he's the one making them the majority of their money. They taking 25 to 50% of everything? Come on, bro.
Of really the first creator,
and
we could say,
coming out of pocket for any of the production? Come on, bro.
Where Twitch really got behind him and pushed him and did everything they could for him. Before that,
that's just subs. That's not even including ads. That's not bro. Kai is a hot commodity. They so happy that he is who he is.
You had them show favoritism towards certain creators or certain streamers, but they never really came out and but pushed them forward and gave them any and everything that they needed, like they're doing with the Kai Cenat. And it is reciprocal because Kai Cenat is doing so much. The amount of new eyes and users.
Oh, yeah, he brought a whole new audience. Yes. He brought an entirely new audience to Twitch. There's so many people who didn't even know what streaming was. Now they're tapped in and watching this shit. Bro, some people think, like, this is like, a lot of these new gens, bro, they think that being a streamer is being Kai. That shit is crazy. Like, when you say, oh, I'm a streamer, they think, bow, Kai Cenat. They don't think of all, like, the older people, which is crazy.
And signups that he's brought to Twitch is like nobody has ever done in the past.
Yeah.
It doesn't even come close. So with Speed, I like the fact that YouTube is doing this. I'm really entertained to check out something like this. And this might be the new wave of consumption because, like, of course, we had traditional actors, and we will always have that have shows, but it costs money to promote these shows and marketing dollars. Think about how profitable it is to, of course, is sporting this. Is sponsoring this.
What the fuck is he saying?
And who knows what other advertisements you've got integrated.
What the fuck did he just say? What? Too many beeps, bro.
With the show. So that's a moneymaker in itself. It's on YouTube, which is a platform where Speed fans are already on, as well as many other people that may know of Speed, but don't know what the show is about. And then it's exclusively on YouTube. And then the clips that will get spread of it, I don't know if they're going to copyright it.
Oh, no. They can't do shit. If the clips are on TikTok, you can't do shit about it, bro. And I don't think they give a fuck because clipping culture is so big.
One thing that I'm interested to see how that works, because I do think the dynamic, this is just more of a boring conversation. It's a more boring businessy conversation about how I think clipping is going to affect the monetization of content, especially with like rights holders in the future, because a lot of people are just never going to watch a stream and they're only going to watch clips, and there are a couple that will transition from clips to streams. And I think something similar will happen with music, where clips of music is very, very hard to
that's literally TikTok sounds, 15 seconds of a sound. People don't know the full song, but they know 15 seconds of it. I mean, of course, obviously, there's always been those two audiences. You have the clip watchers, and then you have the people who actually, like, watch the stream. Those people who are just going to watch the clips, they probably wouldn't watch anyway, so it don't even fucking matter. But congrats to Speed, man. He's fucking killing it, bro. He's a superstar. His influence is fucking undeniable, bro.